Tom, a lot of people have been critical of Triple G's last two performances, Brook and against Daniel Jacobs. Are they reading too much into it? Is it just style? What do you chalk it up to?
Everyone that thinks that he was exposed in those last two fights will see the real Triple G on September 16th.
Tom, you said that the fight was actually concreted at sometime during the Canelo-Chavez fight week. What actually sped up negotiations, being that the process to it just seemed like the fight wasn't going to happen?
No, we were close. I've been talking to Eric Gomez really since November last year. And there was never a time that I didn't think was going to happen. I wasn't sure when we'd actually get it finalized. But we did sign it the week of the Chavez fight, and I think the way that it was announced to WWE style with Gennady coming into the ring and Canelo calling him out, I think that was just a tremendous launch to this event. I mean, you see the red carpet here in LA. We had similar events in London and New York, and it's just been a tremendous international response to this fight.
And like 20 days before this fight, there's another big fight to take place, Mayweather versus McGregor. How do you see that impacting the revenue or pay-per-view buys of Canelo Golovkin? Do you see that at all?
All we can do is focus on this event. I think we have the best event in the sport of boxing. I mean, the two great warriors. You know, I can't be negative on that event because that's going to be a spectacle. You know, Floyd's got a huge fan base. Conor McGregor's got a tremendous fan base. We've got respect for both of them. So we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully, people that buy that event don't get discouraged and then look for the two best fighters fighting each other.
But as a businessman, I mean, I'm sure it's got to be frustrating to hear that 2 weeks before your big fight that they're having their fight.
It's 3 weeks, but still, I mean, you know, there's other events. There's Super Bowls, there's World Series, so you can never really plan around it. This just happens to be a pay-per-view event, you know, in combat sports or in boxing, I should say. So we can't really focus on what's going to happen with that event. We can only do the best we can with this one here. I think when you got a matchup and the reaction, look, Canelo sold over 1 million buys with the Chavez fight. Now with the reaction with the Triple G fight, you see it's like 10 times what the reaction was with the Chavez fight, and that was a huge reaction. So we're just very positive on this event, September 16th, and you know, there's no reason why both events can't be successful. I'm sure they'll be very successful on pay-per-view, and this boxing match should be very successful as well on the pay-per-view.
Is this fight bigger now than it would have been 2 years ago when we asked for it, or
I think so. I think Gennady would have fought Canelo the first opportunity he could have, but you know, Oscar wanted to build up the fight, and he was right. I mean, you look at you know, Gennady sold out the O2 in London now. He beat Danny Jacobs, and Canelo beat Chavez. So right now, this is really the perfect timing for this fight. The fans didn't have to wait, you know, 5 or 6 years to put this fight together. It was literally a year, maybe a little bit over a year, and now we got the biggest fight in the sport of boxing.
Tom, we saw the reception Gennady received back home in Kazakhstan. Yeah. What would a victory do for him? Would that propel him to the upper echelons where he belongs, where you guys believe he belongs?
I mean, it's hard to imagine him being more popular in Kazakhstan, but after a win September 16th, he's going to be more popular everywhere he goes.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate your time. Tom.